Control V. Control C. Control V. Control C. Control មើលបាពកផងសាំងក្រៅបោះចាំជិះ Control C. Control V. Control C. Control V. Control V. Oh. Control C. Control V. Control V. Oh, yeah. Control C. Control V. Control C. Move on for bones and graph of Control C. Control V. Control C. Control V. Type as PNC type type as run Control C. Control V. Control C. Control V. Control C. Control V. Control C. Control V. Control C. Control C. Control V. Enter. 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 Control V. Botão.
Typecast the input as an integer.
dice.
dot append. Then we can move this line to within the append method. We need to do this a number of times depending on how many dice the user enters in. We can place this line within a for loop, random module. We need a random number between 1 and 6. Then we need to append this number to our list of dice. Dice dot append. Then we can move this line to within the append method. We need to do this a number of times depending on how many dice the user enters in. We can place this line within a for loop. For every die in our range, number of dice, this will be a number. Let's print our list of dice to see what numbers we have in here. How many dice? I would like 5 dice. 5, 3, 3, 4, 6. Okay, we know that that works. Let's calculate a total. We'll need to iterate and sum all of the elements within our list. We can do that with the for loop. For every die in our list dice, take our total variable plus equals the current value within our dice. Then we will print a total. I'll use an F string. Total, colon, space, our total variable. Let's see what we have so far. How many dice? I would like 5 dice. Our total is 19. Now between these two for loops, we will display our ASCII art. The easiest way would be to create some nested for loops. The outer for loop will be in charge of the number of dice. For every die in our range, number of dice. The inner for loop will be in charge of printing every tuple. For every line in, then to get a value in our dictionary, we would type the name of the dictionary, dice art, then use the get method. What are we getting? We're getting a value at a given key. Let's take our list of numbers, dice, at index of die, our counter. Depending on what the user types into the number of dice, die will begin at 1, then increment. Within the inner for loop, we will print the line. So let's take a look. How many dice? I would like 3 dice. And here's our ASCII art, the line. So let's take a look. How many dice? I would like 3 dice. And here's our ASCII art, 6 plus 2 plus 4, that equals the line. So let's take a look. How many dice? I would like 3 dice. And here's our ASCII art, 6 plus 2 plus 4, that equals 12. If you would prefer, we can display all of these dice on a single horizontal line instead of one vertical line. It's a little more tricky though. If you would prefer that approach, let's turn this chunk of code into comments. We will write this nested loop a little different. So each tuple is made up of 5 elements, right? So if we will write this nested loop a little different. So each tuple is made up of 5 elements, right? So if we're printing a horizontal line, let's say we roll the numbers 1 through 3. We would first need to display this line of the first dice, then the first line of the second dice, then the first line of the third dice. During the next iteration of the outer loop, we would display the second line of the first dice, the second line of the second dice, the second line of the third dice. So it's a little more complex. Let's create an outer loop that will iterate 5 times. For every line in range 5. explain function.